Every great story begins with a single street. Rome began with a single hill. From a small settlement on the banks of the Tiber River in central Italy, Rome grew into something the world had never seen and has never quite seen since. At its peak, the Roman Empire stretched across 3 continents, most of Europe, northern Africa, and large parts of Western Asia. A population of 50 to 90 million people, all answering to one city. For 5 centuries, Rome was a republic, governed by a senate run by elected officials, built on the idea that no single man should hold absolute power. Then came Julius Caesar, a general of extraordinary ability. He crossed the Rubicon River with his army in 49 BC, an act of war against the state itself. He seized Rome, declared himself dictator for life, and began remaking the world in his image. On March 15, 44 BC, the Ides of March, a group of senators stabbed him to death on the floor of the Senate. 23 wounds. The republic they were trying to save died with him. Out of the chaos that followed, one man emerged. Octavian, Caesar's adopted son, defeated his rivals at the Battle of Actium in 31 BC and became Rome's first emperor. He renamed himself Augustus. His reign brought 2 centuries of relative peace, known as the Pax Romana. Roads were built, laws were codified, cities rose across 3 continents. By 117 AD, under Emperor Trajan, the empire had reached its greatest extent, 5 million square kilometers of the known world. But empires, like all things, carry the weight of their own size. The borders grew too long to defend. The treasury grew too strained to maintain. Corruption spread through the Senate. Emperors rose and fell by assassination as often as by succession. In 286 AD, the empire was split in 2, east and west, simply because no single man could govern it all. In 410 AD, the Visigoths sacked Rome itself. In 455 AD, the Vandals did it again. And on September 4, 476 AD, a Germanic chieftain named Odoacer deposed the last Western emperor, a boy named Romulus Augustulus, and declared himself king of Italy. The Western Roman Empire was over. A civilization that had lasted over 1,000 years, that had built roads still walked on today, that had given the world Latin, Roman law, and the foundations of Western architecture, gone. The eastern half survived as the Byzantine Empire for nearly another 1,000 years, finally falling in 1453. Rome didn't fall in a day. It took centuries of cracks before the wall came down. But when it did, the world it left behind was so shaped by what Rome had built that we are still, in ways we barely notice, living inside its shadow. One city, one hill, and 2,000 years that changed everything.